Welcome to the Homewood School, an independent day school for neurodivergent children and young people aged 7 to 19. All of our students have a diagnosis of autism, so we have asked them to tell us a little bit about what autism means to them and to tell us exactly how the world can become a little bit more of an accepting place for autistic people.
To me, autism is a disability that affects the way my brain processes information and the world around me.
I don't think I'm that different to other people. My brain is more like this than like that.
I look at it as a superpower. I don't look at it as if I'm any different to anyone else.
Like any other identifier, it's like height or size or weight, something you live with, and it just makes you.
Yeah, when people say it, I think, oh, hey, I'll have that.
Means being the weird one.
Just my brain, it's just how I work, and I'm just like every other human, I guess.
Well, it's just me, innit? It's me being myself.
Autism, in a way, is a strength and a weakness in a way. It can make me more sensitive, more prone, or less abled in some aspects, and make me more abled and more interested in other certain aspects.
Just this thing that I have doesn't really make me too different to anyone else.
A unique character traits. I mean, after all, there's 8 billion people in the world, so everyone has different character traits.
My brain works a bit differently from other people. That's all it really is.
High social anxiety, that's one first thing I want to talk about, that I do get very socially anxious when I'm around people.
Communication, it is sometimes very difficult, especially when I'm in a situation where I do get upset. My brain completely shuts down and I will not be able to communicate or even speak.
I do get social anxiety, and I can be a bit of a smarty sometimes. Like, I can just be like, oh no, that's actually that. So that is kind of a negative autistic trait to some people, I guess.
Neurotypical people will be generally good at a lot of things. Autism is sort of an inbuilt specialization.
I don't like the way certain textures and materials feel against my skin, especially tags on clothes. I think we should abolish those in general. Autism, hate crime, kick them out of the world.
I have anxiety about change because it's changing, and changes can sometimes be good and sometimes be bad.
Unless it's something major, I'm quite good at being adaptive and dealing with change.
With new people, but I am nice. Sometimes in my head I might be thinking like, I don't like that person, but I am nice to one, because it's always good to be kind to people.
I find it quite hard in quizzes to just blurt out the answer if I know it, because I never like to just say something.
Some people with autism and ADHD, if it's something if they're learning or hearing something I'm not interested in, they might need more time, or they're just struggling to focus, or they don't really care. But if it's something they like, for example, they're extra focused, they're caring more than most other people.
Homewood supports me to manage through allowing me to talk to different people, get things off my mind, and will cater for me in a way where they put me in a position, a learning environment, which is ideal for the way that I need to learn, study, or whatever it is that I'm doing.
Homewood supports me in a very good way. What they do is they gently guide me into a better space.
There's nowhere else that I could go that will give me the correct help that I get here at Homewood.
Homewood is actually the best school that I've been to in my entire life. I know that's a bit biased, but every other school has failed me, and this school is the one for me, I guess. I've really struggled at other schools, and they've helped me develop into me, I guess, more into me.
Homewood have got me into college, which is good. Mainstream environment.
Homewood supports me by allowing me to explore who and what I am as a person.
Rest breaks for some things, and I've actually been able to be pulled out of a few of the things that I'm not the best at, as I said before, my art.
First came to the school, I was very kind of shy and I didn't really have much confidence in my work.
They support me very well. You know, they understand about change, they understand about things that are going on. Sometimes I might complain to them and they completely understand, so yeah.
I mean, they give me extra time in lessons that allow me to take breaks often.
I think the world could be more accepting of autistic people by teaching children at a primary school age and upwards about different disabilities.
People just need to not see autism as like a thing that defines people.
Treat us like everyone else. We're people too.
I don't think that the world needs to be more accepting of autistic people. Rather, people need to realise that it's not only autistic people who have preferences and sensory needs, everyone does, and whether they're autistic or not, they should be given those.
Say if you're in a workplace environment and you do see someone with autism struggling, you could go over, ask if they're okay, if they need a break, anything like that.
Share it, get it out there as much as you can. Just project everything about autism as much as you can. Do not hold back.
Acknowledging that it exists and it needs its own ways to be dealt with, but at the end of the day, I just want to be treated like I'm the same as everyone else.
I think we should all be a good team.
Here's the thing, I don't want to basically live my life basically going around going, oh, I have autism, I'm an exception. I basically don't want special treatment. I want to basically live in a neurodiverse how I do. I don't want the world to revolve around the minority.
Not too long ago, my mother gave this very good analogy about how if roses are neurotypical people and other neurodiverse people are like daffodils and lilies and whatnot, but in some gardens, daffodils and lilies and whatnot will flourish. And who's to say that can't be any garden in the world?